I could definitely put y'all on game on who Quasar is and how cold his ass is. First off, I want to say he like the third fucking nigga that has the fucking quantum rings. The rest of the motherfucking, the quantum bands. The rest of the motherfuckers that had it, they end up blowing the fuck up and dying. So his dad ended up sending his ass on a mission through space. He had to go through space for 6 years, G. But for him, it felt like several weeks. Now, Quasar Comics takes place after hella other comics. He was in Captain America at first. That's when he first appeared. Then he was in Hulk and shit like that. The Avengers, he was part of the Avengers. I think he is a part of the Avengers currently, if I'm not mistaken. Or he finna be after this issue. Anyway, he did that trip to go all the way over to Uranus. When he get over there, you see it's a whole bunch of structures and shit. It was a whole colony there. But it wasn't just any colony. These people looked human. They wasn't human. They was Eternals and shit. He ended up meeting up this dude named the Death Urge right here. And bro was shooting shit. He was pulling like weapons from his body and shit. And that shit'll turn you all black and shit. It was fucking up Quasar. He ended up like quantum jumping right on accident to a small sector of subspace. And he met up with the offspring of eternity, the personification of the life force of the universe. He is the offspring of the cosmic axis around which the universe swirls and dances. He is the offspring of time, the first dimension that came into being without which no other dimension would be possible. His name is Eon. And before them three dudes that on Earth that had the bands, he was giving that shit to everybody before. It was more motherfuckers before him that had the bands, and they was protectors of the universe. The last motherfucker before the people on Earth had it was Captain Marvel. And now he just chose Wendell ass to be this motherfucker Wendell to be the fucking new champion. So he blasts his ass, right? Look above my head. He blasts his ass so he can open his mind to give him total mastery over the quantum bands. He goes back to fight the the damn Death Urge dude. Before, shit wasn't working. But now, as you can see at the bottom, he's like, how the fuck? He came back and whooped his ass. That was back in issue 2? Yeah, issue 2. Now we finna skip hella far into the series and go to issue 30. In this series, he was working with the Watcher to go across the multiverse all throughout eternity. He went to this one place, seen fucking a giant version of him, and fucking him versus Set. Set is one of the elder gods that's like basically the brother of fucking Gaia. And you know Cthulhu, the damn motherfucker that made the Darkhold. So he keeps going, right? And this motherfucker gets blasted, bro, by some sun energy. Not any sun energy. Over in this universe, it's a fucking Thanos, big ass Thanos and a big ass Maelstrom. This motherfucking Quasar beat this nigga already. This motherfucking Maelstrom big as fuck though. And they up here beating each other ass with planets and suns and shit. And Quasar was surviving them hits and shit. The damn shockwaves. Bruh, during the middle of that shit, bruh, Maelstrom sees his ass. Quasar tried to dip the fuck off. Look how big his ass is, bro. This is a page. I ain't zoom in on shit. This is just one fucking page. Maelstrom blasts his ass. But not with just any fucking blast, bro. He knocked his ass outside of eternity into the mystery. They call that shit the mystery. When you outside of eternity itself, all the multiverse, you outside the Omniverse, G. Keep telling motherfuckers they sleep on Maelstrom. The next issue, bruh, he goes to this universe that was Marvel. It was a Marvel universe that happened during like the 80s and shit, bruh. And these motherfuckers didn't have the same shit as us. As you can see right here, he exist outside the Omniverse. He was outside of all that shit. He goes to meet up with the paranormals. That's what they was called in this universe, this Marvel universe. Bruh, dude right here just seen a fucking star come in, and that bitch came, blah, blew up. The only thing that saved it was his ass, this big ass shield he put up. They go over there, and they see that it wasn't no meteorite. It was Quasar. So Quasar ends up waking the fuck up. And at first, he thought they was mutants. He was like, the fuck is mutants? So he like, hold on. He goes all the way up to space, right? The top of the damn, the world. And he does like his rings, he can do like energy readings to see if he can do energy readings that damn big of a scope across the damn planet. He was trying to see if anybody was there. Then he did it across the damn universe. There wasn't no watchers, none of that shit. He goes back down there and he tries to look for Doctor Strange. Wasn't no Doctor Strange, wasn't shit there. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? So he ends up meeting up with the motherfuckers and he tells them like, basically, I'm not from here. These is quantum bands. This is how I'm able to do this shit. Cause they ain't never seen no powers like that in their damn self. He told him about the Watchers. This motherfucker's like, the Watcher, huh? The dude that lives on the moon? He was like, you heard of him? He was like, yeah. fucking, we read about that shit. Marvel Comics went out of business right after the pit happened. So over here, Marvel was a comic store, and they ass went out of business. So Quasar scans them so he can get their damn energy signature and shit. Now that he knows the paranormal energy and shit, knows what it reads, he has to go to the strongest version of that shit. He gets over where it's at, right? Where the damn signal was coming at. The dude that was in there snatched him up in there. They got to talk about the quantum bands, and he told him, like, yeah, I got the Star brand. He didn't want to give that shit to him at first. He's like, look, bro, this shit some godlike ass powers, but if you want to get back home type shit, here, basically. You know what I mean? Like, read that shit. He had agreed to him basically to get back home. So he gave him, at the bottom, you see the little tattoo on his hand. They shook hands, and now Quasar got the shit. He was the first wielder in the main continuity of fucking Marvel that had the Star brand. Quasar uses that shit, and that's how he was able to get back into the Omniverse. The main 616, where the 616 is located at, in that eternity in the Omniverse. Now, that Star brand, because it was another one that was, it was like two of them after that got created. And then there was one in the main 616 that got created. But that Star brand that came outside the Omniverse into the 616, bro, that shit had the Living Tribunal ass scared. It beat the fuck out of the Living Tribunal. There was a that's when they had the, they ended up agreeing, the Living Tribunal, and there was this girl that had the damn, she had the Star brand power. I forgot how she got it, but she had it. And she was beating they ass. She beat the Living Tribunal ass and the Master Order. You got to read this whole run, but I just wanted to give y'all a little quick little preview of, like, this motherfucker slept on. He basically like a fucking Green Lantern, but he can fucking absorb energy and shit. And he can quantum jump to some shit that you just seen. Like, he can just fucking jump anywhere in the multiverse shit. You learn about a lot of shit in this series, from who the fastest motherfucker. This is where you see a version of Barry come into this damn the Marvel Universe and race motherfuckers and shit. But yeah, y'all missing out on some, most of, like, still to this day, they're pulling out information from this comic series to let you know, like, bro, we ain't seen no big ass level of cosmic shit powers like this in a minute, bro.